Hello and welcome to Phoenix Star Child Tarot. Let's check out today's forecast for guidance and growth. Let's see what wisdom and advice comes in from our spiritual guides and the universe. Now let's cleanse the deck. Okay, and now we'll give the deck a shuffle. And as the deck is shuffled, take time for what you might need, what advice you might be seeking. Okay, spirit guides, universe. What is today's forecast? What do we need to be aware of? And what advice do you have for the collective for today? Okay, so this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, we can get this reading started. All right, let me split the deck in three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, Spirit Guides Universe, what message do you have for the collective today? Spirit Guides Universe, let me just gather that one up, turn it around. Okay, so we do have the Hanged Man first. Spirit Guides Universe, let's have a little look, hang on. 6 of Wands, the Lovers, okay, Universe, we've got 4 of Wands, Spirit Guides Universe, one moment, Wheel of Fortune, and 8 of Wands. Okay, Spirit Guides Universe, 2 of Cups. What advice do you have? 4 of Cups, Spirit Guides Universe, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit Guides Universe, wait, oh, okay, hang on. 3 of Swords, and 7 of Pentacles. And Universe, Spirit Guides, we only need one more card. Whoa, Page of Swords. Oh, hang on. Surprised us with another one. 5 of Wands. Okay, so we'll put that on there. Okay. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the 3 of Cups, also the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we'll just put that just there. Alright, so let me just... what is this? Move this up a little bit. Okay, move it up, move it up, move it up. Very good. Okay, that's a little bit better. Move that down a little bit. There we go, that looks a bit better. Okay, so I'm going to have a little moment and have a little look at what's in front of me here and see the message that's coming through, and we will get this reading started. From these cards that I can see in front of me, I can see that you're attending to your emotional well-being. You're also, it's important for you to make connections that align with who you are as an individual, and they have an understanding of emotional well-being as well. I can also see that there are new perspectives being gained, and with these new perspectives, it's leading you through to that victory and success. You are achieving what you are trying to, what you're striving to achieve, and this is bringing in new love into your world as well. More of the type of connection that is very unified, harmonious, very equal to each other. I can see that there's a little bit of complications also here, and it looks like it has to do with family. Something is happening here with the family which is causing an imbalance as well. However, the path that you have chosen for yourself, you're leading yourself to very, very good luck, good fortune. It's your higher purpose. You're trying to create that emotional well-being to create that wheel of fortune for yourself. And I see that this is a rapid change forward. It is gaining momentum. Whatever you are working very hard towards, you are getting results coming in. I also see here that there could possibly be some romantic connection in this reading. And the universe is saying, allow love in, don't dismiss it, don't miss out on opportunities if they are aligned with you and they present themselves to you. Find that balance and make choices for yourself as well as others around you. Making those decisions that can help create a really abundant life in a loving manner is really, really, it's important for life. It can help heal any emotional pain that may be coming through with you into this new chapter. So it is looking at any of those problems, any trauma that may be lingering. Have a look at that, work through it, heal if you need to heal from anything here. Give it the attention that it needs to find balance so you can be okay. When we're working through these types of sorrow, emotional pain, and we're able to find that balance and work through with love, we come to long-term success. We do reap that reward. It's an emotional abundance that is worked through. When you work through that emotional turmoil to emotional abundance, you're able to get to new ideas. You are able to communicate clearly what you want, need, and how you're operating in your life now. You're able to channel that mental agility. So if any conflicts do rise, you're able to have the confidence to see what needs to happen. So these sorts of rivalry, competitive conflicts that arise, they can be dealt with really in a harmonious way. Oh, we're getting the new perspective to be able to harness the energy to work through any conflicts in a really positive manner. We do have conflicts that arise in life, and it's up to us to understand how to process these conflicts, how to take accountability for our part, take responsibility for ourselves, and do what is needed to make sure that you're in alignment with your values, your truth, what makes you you as a unique person. When we're finding this new perspective in a loving manner and filling our emotional cup, we're able to make those connections in that energy. And that's where the beauty comes in. When we're making those connections through loving energy, it creates that emotional awakening for ourselves and also for others. It can create self-compassion for ourselves and also for others. We get to really delight with the fruits of life when we are channeling a very loving energy, especially if there is heartache that needs to be healed, especially if we are trying to find balance and if we are having problems within our family dynamic. There may be some old patterns happening that may make you feel a little bit stuck in the past, even having maybe lack of roots within your own family unit. Yet when we're working really hard here, pouring into our emotional cup, making those connections that are on an emotional connection but also a spiritual connection, when we have that love and harmony within ourselves and those surrounding us, we have that rapid change into really unified relationships. We are able to find that balance. We adapt to the new way of life when love is entering and is the number one driving force. When you have the love for yourself and for others, healing this emotional pain, it is always a difficult journey to heal emotional pain, but you do gain a gift of understanding yourself and being able to help yourself when these things do arise. When you've also gained different perspectives of life, people, situations, and you've also got something to work hard towards. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here and also long-term success. You've got this right underneath each other, which is very, very convenient because it connects. You've got that clarity to move forward into this new life, this abundant life, this life that's full of good fortune, which is it's lucky, it's a turning point for the greater of good in your own life. And so I think anything that may be hindering you here, what I see here is you working through that and stepping into more love and commitment to self. And that's a really beautiful thing to see, because it can be very hard to channel that loving energy if there's been some heartache and some heartbreak within your own family unit. When there's chaos that's created and it creates a lack of faith within yourself to come through to this loving energy and different perspectives, it's an honourable way of being. You've achieved quite a lot with the new perspective of being. You've achieved so much with the loving energy, with the emotional well-being. Giving yourself that emotional well-being presents itself as personal growth. You might not see it, but that's what you are doing. Having that self-compassion creates that emotional well-being. And when we are emotionally well-being, like we're full of emotionally well-being, we've got that joy. We've got the new love that comes into our hearts, the new feelings that help ignite our hearts. And that's what's happening here. It's a really nice reading to see, especially with this heartache that's attached in this reading as well. But that love energy that's coming through, it's leading to a fortune, a wheel of fortune, abundance. You may have some of those conflicts coming up, but you're working on how to navigate through these challenges, and you're doing an amazing job. This sort of thing is exactly what you need to do for yourself. When we're pouring into our emotional well-being, we're able to then give to others. We're not feeling burdened. We're able to make those loving connections that celebrate life with us. We're able to have victory and success and lead with love, connect with love, earn a fortune with love, find balance with love, work, family, life, all of these things. And then we won't be missing out on anything or feeling disconnected in any way. I can see that through this new perspective and being successful in this regard, the long-term success is being planted now. That harvest is being planted now. Soon your crops will be flourishing because you've been able to look after your well-being. So that's a massive level up. That's impressive. That's admirable. You're doing an amazing job. And it's all because you've been open to these new perspectives. And you want to heal the hurt and pain. You want to lead with love. You want to make these connections through love and emotional well-being and have that emotional connection. And I see that you're being successful. That's fantastic. As a teacher would say, keep up the good work. No, it is a very, very good reading to see the hard work that is coming through and paying off, and you are being victorious. It's also good to see that you are pouring into your emotional cup, looking after your emotional well-being. And it's also good to see the balance that is being found here. Even though there might be hurt and sorrow, some turmoil here, you're still successful. This is helping you grow to be even more successful. This turmoil is helping you gain those new perspectives. You are able to face any challenge with clarity and quite clear communication. And quite fair as well. So if there is any conflict that arises, you have a very sharp mind on how to handle any conflict that comes up. So this is really positive. It's very positive to see. And it's as I said before, it's admirable that you have gone through this pain and yet you've come through seeking love as your driving force. Because anybody else that may have had this situation happen probably would have crumbled, probably could have turned sour and become a grumpy old person. But I don't think you've chosen that way for yourself. I think that's why you're seeing this new perspective, because you don't want to be a grumpy old person. You want to be a happy person, celebrating life, having those meaningful connections, achieving victory and success with a loving heart through loving connections. And that's what I see within this reading. So keep healing, keep pouring into your own cup and love, pour in that love, make those loving connections, keep gaining those new perspectives, and keep having that victory and success. Well done. All right, well, I think I'm going to leave this reading here, and I hope you've enjoyed today's reading. I hope you're able to gain a little bit of guidance and a little bit of wisdom. And if you've liked today's reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, tune in next time for another day of advice and wisdom from our spirit guides and also the universe. Until then, have a wonderful day and bye for now.